It's the man that Melbourne United are going to miss enormously this season. Casper Ware, been a good pickup by the Kings over summer. Tries to feed to Tate. Stolen. Here is Hampton. Statement in that. Played a pre-season game in Illawarra as well. Had 24 against the Hawks, and he is going to be a star. Webster, he takes it from coast to coast. Webster, a little statement early. Here's Andrew Bogut. He's got a back issue of his own. Hurt that back in game 2, and that was maybe a little tentative. Stolen back by Hampton. So his second steal, little behind the back action. Gave it out to Hobson in his demands, which makes it easier to understand. Hampton takes it himself. Off the glass, outstanding from the 18-year-old. So here's the 18-year-old R.J. Hampton again. Couple of dance steps on Ware. Takes him under the bucket. Goes back at it, and if you don't mind, pulls it down again. It's been impressive from both teams so far. And the young guns have delivered, and the extra coming the way of Brandon Ashley, who played some summer league for the Sac Kings.
They also have a spot available. They do. That's why I think they should use it.
Corey Homicide Williams, Shane the Hammer heel, and Brad Rosen with us. Brad Rosen, you were in the Kings huddle at quarter time as Webster puts up the long bomb 3 and drops it. Back to you, Brad. Casper Ware split the middle, turned it over, gave it to Sac Henry. Weeks hands it up. Here we go. The jam this time from Hobson.
The floor. It just has the poise, though. The big fella is then low down the middle, nearly misses a bunny underneath. But they've got some points in transition themselves, New Zealand. This is a track meet.
Ware just flicked away. That was clever. It's bigger than ever, given how many draw cards have come here from the US. Sac Henry, he drops a bomb.
Hammer.
That is just a little tease of what's to come in the future, Dwayne. What a play.
Nice little floater as well from Hobson.
He throws it down on Rob Lowe's head.
What a pass. Casper Ware, though.
And Webster for 3.
Honestly believe if you're defending Bogut, the best way to guard him is just playing one-on-one.
Rob Lowe for 3 this time.
You don't help off him. He's getting to everywhere he wants to get to on the court. Some of those shots are just rimming out, or a little bit too tough, but
Hobson hands it up. Lowe takes it to the hole, and
Day 1 until the grand final, when we make the grand final,
I love that.
I'll be here.
So I see the families behind me, and he's got your mum and the little boy behind as well.
It's in his blood. He lives it every day. He can grow up and say, hey, man, I watch Bogut play. I watch Casper Ware. And also I watch my brother, R.J. Hampton.
Point line, 0 from 8 to Casper Ware, unheard of.
Hobson dances his way around Bogut. Here's Webster again. Back out. Rob Lowe. Big moment that. Huge moment. Sydney Kings had put the hammer down. And they do get the stop. So Hobson pulls it down. And they tie it up here. Tried the Euro step. Draws the foul. Will it count?
I'm not sure what else Bruce could really do. Great touch. But this is where New Zealand Breakers really want to try and kick it in as many on balls as they possibly.
Bogut, well, he turns it over. A 3 would be interesting here. This is huge. That is massive from Sac Henry. Andrew Bogut, the most experienced.
So he had to throw the ball. They weren't on the same page. Disappointing little blunder for the Sydney Kings.
Good blunder for the Breakers, though. They're back in the game. Quickly down the floor again. Hobson's been the man. What about this? They just do not give up, the Breakers. Phenomenal.